What's up, survivors? The trailer for 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple just dropped, and let me tell you, it's pure nightmare fuel. We've got creepy cults in blonde wigs, Ralph Fiennes building a temple of bones, an alpha infected that might be smarter than we ever thought, and hints that Cillian Murphy's gym is back to close the circle. Today, we're going frame by frame to uncover every hidden detail, Easter egg, and theory this trailer throws at us. Stick around till the end because there's a reveal here that changes everything we thought we knew about this franchise. The Bone Temple is directed by Nia DaCosta with a script from Alex Garland, and it hits theaters January 16th, 2026. It was filmed back-to-back with 28 Years Later, so this picks up immediately after the events of the first movie. Returning cast includes Ralph Fiennes as Dr. Ian Kelson, Aaron Taylor-Johnson as Jaime, and Spike back in the spotlight, but this time he's surrounded by a dangerous cult led by Jack O'Connell's Jimmy. Jodie Comer also returns, and yes, fans spotted Cillian Murphy's gym lurking at the edges of the story. That tease sets up something massive for the future. The trailer opens with our first real look at the Bone Temple itself. Built as a monument to life and death, it's covered in skulls and skeletal fragments, acting as a chilling reminder of mortality. This isn't just set dressing. Kelson's mantra, Memento Mori, translates to "Remember, you must die." It frames the entire film around death as ritual. Birds circling above the temple act as a bad omen, hinting at the arrival of danger. And if you remember, crows often foreshadowed infected appearances in previous films, so their presence here suggests something dark is about to descend. Enter Jimmy and his terrifying gang, the Jimmies. Dressed in bright tracksuits and wigs, they're a warped cult-like family who model themselves after a controversial cultural figure. Fans have debated whether their design nods to real-life scandals, but in this universe, it represents a twisted devotion to power. Their rituals include carving symbols into their foreheads and wearing masks, reflecting how people are starting to worship death as much as they fear it. The Jimmies aren't just villains, they're a commentary on how people become monsters long before they're infected. One of the trailer's most shocking moments shows Dr. Kelson face-to-face with Samson, the alpha infected who nearly killed him in the first movie. Instead of fighting, Kelson seems almost reverent. At one point, he lowers his weapon, as though testing if Samson can be tamed. This is huge. The alpha shows intelligence and emotional depth, something teased in 28 Years Later. Could Kelson actually forge a bond with an infected? Is Samson protector, experiment, or even a strange ally in the fight against Jimmy's cult? This uneasy partnership might flip everything you know about the virus. The trailer also teases Spike's descent. We see him wearing the cult's wig, bow in hand, defending a burning structure while Jimmy's followers cheer. Spike, once a boy trying to escape loss, is now being indoctrinated into violence. This raises the stakes dramatically. Will Spike become a villain himself, or can Jamie pull him back before it's too late? It's the ultimate test of identity in a world where survival demands compromise. Here are the Easter eggs spotted by fans. The crucifix symbol upside-down carvings echo the Antichrist mythology, cementing Jimmy as a perversion of religion and innocence. The fire as an eye. In one shot, the burning Bone Temple creates an image of an eye, mirroring the eye imagery from the first movie, but this time symbolizing destruction. The train wreck. Corpses stir inside an abandoned train, a callback to 28 Years Later, where trains symbolize time and inevitable decay. Here, it's about cycles repeating, death, rebirth, corruption. Conversations with Death, the haunting track underscoring the trailer, reinforces that in this world, the only certainty is mortality. So what's really going on? Here are the biggest theories. 1. Kelson is the bridge. His fascination with death might push him to merge human and infected biology. Imagine an infected army led by a scientist who worships mortality. 2. Jimmy versus Samson. The cult represents organized depravity, while Samson represents raw chaos. Their collision could decide who controls the wasteland. 3. The third movie setup. Cillian Murphy's Jim appears briefly. Some fans think the Jimmies worship him as a mythic figure. Could Jim return as either savior or tyrant in the trilogy's endgame? And 4. The Bone Temple as a weapon. What if the temple is more than a shrine? Its design might hide experiments or even a way to cure or control the infected at a devastating cost. Fans are already buzzing online. Some love the darker cult angle, praising Jack O'Connell's terrifying performance as Jimmy. Others worry the infected are being sidelined, but most agree this feels like the boldest chapter yet. One fan wrote, 28 years later set the stage, but Bone Temple looks like absolute chaos in the best way. And honestly, I couldn't agree more. So there you have it. 28 years later, the Bone Temple looks like it's taking this franchise into uncharted, terrifying territory. From cults to corrupted faith to the uneasy alliance between man and monster, this trailer doesn't just tease another horror story. It teases the collapse of humanity itself. But I want to know what you think. Is Samson friend or foe? Will Spike survive Jimmy's influence? And what role will Cillian Murphy's Jim play in the trilogy's endgame? Drop your theories in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button and subscribe to Rantent for more deep dives on the biggest movies of 2025 and 2026. Thanks for watching, and remember, Memento Mori.